last, say, decade and a half, given the overall ecosystem health, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say the decline would be in, say, the last decade and a half, 15 years?
I think we're pretty much up to an 8 in overall impact, and
which is cataclysmic, and that amount of time is cataclysmic.
It's cataclysmic.
So, and now it's taken this long for someone with your credentials, your background, former military meteorologist, 38-year fish and game biologist. It's taken how long before people really start to listen to what you're saying, an expert? Because a lot of people don't have your courage.
I was hoping that a whole lot more folks would come out with what's really going on and what they're seeing. You know, it took a while to sort through all of the information about what's really going on. When I first started seeing the chemtrails, I just saw jet clouds being made. They weren't contrails, so it was obvious to me that they weren't contrails.
You recognized it immediately.
Oh, immediately. Yeah, I go, well, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
When I started looking at the aircraft and found out they were all unmarked, flying grid patterns, doing turnarounds, it was real obvious to me that it was a controlled program. And in fact, I went to see the congressional folks to see what was going on. Somebody had to know, because I'm seeing aircraft flying through both civilian and military airspace. They have to be either military or military contractors or some sort of arrangement. So, and no, they didn't know anything. And I found out later, well, yes, they did, because most of them sat in on Kucinich's Space Act meetings. They knew about it, and they knew that chemtrails and HAARP combination were weather modifiers. So they had to put some kind of 2 and 2 together.
But they weren't willing to carry this out in the open at all.
Nobody that I know of was willing to carry it. So it's up to us citizen scientists and publics to do something about it.